if you could build your own NASCAR team, this whole episode's been like hypotheticals. Like if you could build your own NASCAR series or racing series, now it's if you could build your own NASCAR team. It's a 4-car team. Brandon had this idea. 4-car team. You know what? We won't even say like manufacturers. Forget all that. Just what are the 4 drivers you would put in your open seats? And we're gonna do a snake draft, but I haven't told you about this. I have a couple of rules that I want to implement to make it a little bit more interesting because we can't just pick the best drivers. Okay. So what I was thinking is you can be limited to, you can help me decide this, 1 or 2 championship drivers. What do you think? 1 or 2? I'm thinking probably 2 because there's a lot that have championships. 2. All right. So we'll limit you to 2 championship drivers. So that'll include like Kurt Busch, Brad Keselowski, Harvick, Kyle Busch, Truex, Logano, and Chase Elliott. I think those are the only guys right now in the series that have won a championship.
Okay.
I believe. So you're only limited to 2 of those. Also, you have to take 1 driver that has this is only at least his 2nd season. Or at most his 2nd season. So it can be either a rookie this season, or it could be Cole Custer, Tyler Reddick, or Christopher Bell.
Okay. Who goes first? You flipping a coin or something?
We'll see. Chris is pretty confident. He knows who you're taking and picking one.
Of course. Hey, I mean, that's a given. Best driver in NASCAR.
You have a coin on you?
No.
Yeah, me either. I'm trying to see if I have one.
Here, I'm going to flip this bottle cap from the whiskey.
Okay, well, I'm taking top up.
Top up?
Wait, let me see the bottle. Let me see the cap.
Nope. It landed like that, so...
Let me see the cap.
What do you mean,
Of course it was going to land like that. You can't just weight distribution alone.
It landed the way you wanted it to land. You got the damn first pick.
All right, good.
And you're over there complaining. God, you're different.
Well, I just had my complaints ready.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead and pick, man.
All right. So I'm going to start out with, obviously, a championship driver. I'm going to go Chase Elliott.
You're an ass. You are an asshole.
All right, you want to hear why? Can I explain my pick?
You don't have to explain that.
Okay. Well, I think that was a good pick regardless of how you feel because he is the best young driver. Like he's in the list of best drivers right now, but he's like 10 years younger than the rest of them. So if we're talking longevity, he's the guy that I want on my team because he can lead me to a championship. He'll be competing for a championship every single season for the next 20 years. I mean, the guy has so much longevity in his career. So he's the best pick. Let's just be real.
Yeah, I mean, and anybody that disagrees with that doesn't watch the sport.
Or just purposely hates Chase Elliott. But here's the thing. Nobody hates Chase Elliott. They just hate the Chase Elliott fan base.
Be honest, am I an obnoxious Chase Elliott fan? I don't think I am.
I don't know. I don't see you enough like on Twitter, like talking shit or whatever. It's mostly like the people on.
I'm just cheering.
Like, okay, if Chase Elliott, did you like this race? Las Vegas.
I loved it.
Okay,
and he ran like crap.
You like Homestead? Okay. All right, then no, you're not an obnoxious. I think what people are referring to are the fans that don't like races just because Chase didn't run well.
Yeah, and I can see that. I see a lot of them on Twitter. I mean, you should have seen my mentions last week when I threw Byron under the bus. I had like 56 Twitter mentions in like an hour.
Yeah, that happened to me with who was it? Ryan Blaney. That was it. The Ryan Blaney fan base. Jesus Christ. All right, your turn.
Man, this is tough. I think it's between 2 drivers.
Well, are you going with like a championship driver first?
No.
Oh.
I'm going with the young core to get me for the next 20 years. Okay. I'm going to go Chris Bell.
Okay. You're taking Christopher Bell. So that's your one young driver that you have to take.
Yeah. I'm going that route.
Checked off. Go ahead do you want to explain your pick? I mean, I don't think it needs much explanation, but
yeah, if you watch the sport, you should. I mean, he's got top tier equipment. He's only been in this NASCAR for 2 years and has hell of a talent. So
would you take him regardless, even if you didn't have to pick a young driver?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. That's big. I think if we're talking young drivers, though, that makes a lot of sense. So I'll go ahead and scoop up Wait, this is a snake draft, right?
Yeah, it's my pick again, ain't it?
So it's your pick
Yeah.
again. I forgot. We're doing snake. Usually you do snake with more than 2 people, so that's kind of weird. But
See, I want to pick like an old champion, but all the champions are old other than Chase. You know?
Right. Chase is like by far you could take like Logano. He's a young champion.
Logano will never be on my team. Ever.
All right. I guess you don't want wins. That's fine.
Yeah. Don't care for that. I'll take Kyle Larson.
You'll take Kyle Larson. Okay.
Yep.
Wow. Chris Wright has been calling your picks like crazy. He put that in the comments. He's a
smart guy. He knows talent.
We call him Chris Bad Takes. I just want you to know that.
He does have a lot of bad takes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, literally, he put that in the comments right before you said that, and I was waiting because I was like, if he gets it 2 for 2, so Chris has got you down 2 for 2 now.
I mean, I said that's the top 2 guys talent wise. Why wouldn't I pick them?
That's a good point, but nobody actually listens to what you say. So you have Christopher Bell and Larson. All right, and I have Chase Elliott. So my team's already better. I'm gonna have to go young guy now also, just to make sure you don't scoop this up. I don't think you would, but just to make sure, I'm gonna have to go with Tyler Reddick, because if we have to pick a young guy, you already picked Christopher Bell. That was really the only other good option.
Yeah.
And like I've said earlier, I think Tyler Reddick is an insane talent. I think he's gonna go on to be competing for championships. So
I agree.
I got Chase Elliott and Tyler Reddick already. I mean, come on, dude.
Well, you got the first pick and you got the best driver. What happens in snake drafts?
Yeah, it's my turn again. So I picked one champion, one young guy. We'll go another champion. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm going Joey Logano.
I mean, you could have just picked him last, because I'm not gonna ever pick him.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna go Joey Logano because he will always be in the talk for a championship. He's always going to be up there competing for a championship. And kind of similar to Chase Elliott, he has a lot of longevity in his career. He's still really young. And that's it. That's my reason.
Okay. So we're both, we both have top tier equipment here, right?
Yeah, I'm viewing it as like we're both top teams. We're a 4-car, team. So
okay. With that said, man, I am going to pick Denny Hamlin. What do you think? He's got 5 years left?
I was just gonna say that was the pick I was gonna go with. But he is getting older. Yeah, that was my one concern.
Well,
I'd say he has 5 years. He seems like he's still in really good health, really good shape. Yeah, that's actually a really good pick. I like the Denny Hamlin pick.
I'm going to go Kyle Busch, too.
Okay, so that wraps up your team.
Yeah, Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson. That is loaded.
Okay, that's a pretty good team. So I have Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick. I have 2 champions. Can't pick another NASCAR champion. I got my young guy. So now this is just kind of up in the air, whoever I want to pick other than a NASCAR champion. Pick. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is like a make or break, because Denny Hamlin was probably the best pick, honestly, because he's not a champion.
He's not a champion, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, you're in a tough boat here. I think I got you on this team thing.
I think you do. Like that kind of tipped it right there. Any other good driver?
Keselowski's got a championship.
Right, Keselowski has a championship. Even Kurt Busch has a championship, because Kurt Busch would have been a pretty decent pick too, because he can be consistent. He's an older veteran driver, but even he has a goddamn championship. People forget about that.
You could go the Trace Briscoe route.
You know what I'm gonna do? Just because fuck it, Austin Dillon, baby.
Oh my gosh!
Let's go.
You were gonna do this because you supported him so much last year.
Austin Dillon.
Your team's trash. You got 2 RCR drivers and you just talked shit about them 20 minutes ago.
I didn't even think about that. Shit.
Yeah. Man, they're horrible equipment, but I'm going to take them for my future franchise.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. Damn.
Hey, man. You're a horrible GM.
You know what? I like RCR. I just scooped up RCR. I said, let's ride. hop in.
As fans, I'm a huge RCR fan.
Nice.
Huge. But yeah, I support Dillon and Reddick for sure. I want them to succeed more than they are, man. Like I would love to see them winning races.
But I got the best equipment, so now's the time to prove it for Tyler Reddick and Austin Dillon. Let's see if they are true talents. Let's see what they can do. And by the way, you have Joey Logano, who's great. Granted, not a good teammate. I'm aware. He's not the best teammate. But you got Chase Elliott also. So
you got the golden child.
Right. You got Chase Elliott as a teammate. He's going to help you out. He's a great teammate to have. Joe Logano's not a great teammate to have. I can acknowledge that. But at least he's going to get my team some wins.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your team? One more time. Wrap it up, and then I'll say my full team. Wrap it up.
Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Kyle Larson. That is one loaded team.
That is a loaded team. I'm like, shit. All right. I got Chase Elliott, Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, and Tyler Reddick.
You need to post a poll on who won this.
That's why I wanted to. Okay. So anybody that listened, I'm going to put up a poll, make it a couple-day poll. So once we log off here, I'll put a poll up on Twitter. So everybody listening, go retweet that, whatever, and tell us who won this snake draft if we had 4 drivers and top equipment. And also,
I like your chances.
I know your team is actually pretty stacked. The Denny Hamlin really tipped it over, I think.
Yeah, I think it did.
That I think was the tipping point, because me starting out with Chase Elliott was good.
Because Denny's a championship driver, just doesn't have a championship.
Exactly. It's very. I honestly was thinking about him as a championship driver, and I was like, oh, he's got a championship, and he's kind of old, like probably not worth it. I didn't even think about him not being a championship driver. It was like between him and Logano in my head, and I was like, oh, Logano's younger. I'm gonna go Logano. But shit.